When we enter the sea, what is the scariest thing that could happen to us? You can more or less guess the answer: sharks. They have been the undisputed true owners of our seas and oceans for millions of years. With their powerful jaws, sharp teeth, and perfect hunting abilities, they take their place among the most impressive creatures of the oceans. Even today, there are more than 400 shark species living in our seas. From small sizes to gigantic ones, many different types exist. Among them, the most well-known and the most feared species is undoubtedly the great white shark. These sharks can reach 6 meters in length and 1.5 tons in weight. With their sharp teeth, they are one of the apex predators of our seas. They are the sharks we see in documentaries attacking whales, leaping out of the waves to catch seals. For humans, they are frightening and deadly enough on their own. Now imagine coming face to face with a shark 3 times the size of a great white, weighing as much as an airplane. Its mouth so big that it could swallow a car in a single bite. This monster is the Megalodon. The name Megalodon comes from Greek and means big tooth. This name alone is enough to show how terrifying it was, because indeed, Megalodon had the largest shark teeth in history. These teeth, 18 to 20 centimeters long, were larger than a human hand. Megalodon appeared about 23 million years ago and survived until about 2.6 million years ago. This giant that roamed the oceans reached lengths of 15 to 20 meters. Some estimates suggest it could even reach 25 meters. That means the size of about a 5-story building. Its weight was around 50 to 100 tons. To compare, that's close to a fully loaded passenger plane. In other words, Megalodon was the largest predatory shark our planet has ever seen. And not only its size, but also its power was terrifying. Its bite force was around 20 tons. With a single bite, it could crush a car like a metal can. So how did Megalodon use this power? Its main prey was whales. Our fossil records clearly show that Megalodon attacked whales. Some whale bones have even been found with Megalodon bite marks. Its hunting tactics were quite clever and professional. We don't know the exact details, but like modern great white sharks, Megalodon probably approached its prey from below. By suddenly accelerating, it would strike at the whale's chest or fins, making it unable to move. Then, with its massive jaws, it would deliver the fatal blow. Its food requirement was incredible. It needed to eat between 600 kilograms and 1.5 tons of meat per day. That's why it couldn't waste time with small prey. Large targets, namely whales, were of vital importance to it. And think about it. The oceans of that time held even more whales than today. For Megalodon, it was like an open buffet. But here is the real question. How did such a powerful predator go extinct? About 3 million years ago, the Earth entered a major cooling period. Ocean temperatures dropped. This was a big problem for Megalodon, because it preferred warm and temperate waters. It could not adapt to the cold waters. Moreover, this climate change also affected whales. Many whale species went extinct. The survivors migrated to the cold northern seas. So Megalodon's main food source either decreased or moved to regions that were impossible for it to reach. Around the same period, a major geological event occurred in what is now Central America. With the collision of the Caribbean and Pacific plates, the Isthmus of Panama was formed. This landmass cut off the connection between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The result? Whale migration routes changed. Prey that had once been easy to reach became inaccessible to Megalodon. Hunger became its greatest enemy. Another factor that ended Megalodon was competition. Around the same time, the great white shark emerged. Smaller, faster, and more agile, it could easily hunt young whales. In addition, orcas, killer whales, also appeared. Hunting in groups, these intelligent mammals became unexpected rivals for Megalodon. Megalodon was strong but not agile. Therefore, it could not compete with these new rivals. Scientists say Megalodon went completely extinct about 2.6 million years ago. From time to time, the question arises, could there still be a few megalodons living in the deep oceans? But realistically, this is not possible, because such a large creature would need tons of food to survive. If it were still alive today, whale populations would be much smaller, and we would definitely find traces of it. If Megalodon were still alive today, traveling the seas would be much more dangerous. Small boats would be easy prey for it. Perhaps even some large ships could be damaged. But most importantly, the pressure on whales would be enormous. The balance of the ecosystem would collapse, and life in the oceans would be completely different. Megalodon was the largest predatory shark in history. With its strength, size, and hunting, it was the undisputed king of the oceans. But the law of nature did not change. Even the strongest can disappear when conditions change. Today, we look at the massive teeth it left behind and cannot help but think about the past. The fact that such a giant creature once really lived makes us realize how different the world used to be. And perhaps the most important conclusion we can draw from this story is, being strong does not mean living forever. We have reached the end of our video. What do you think? If Megalodon were still alive today, what kind of world would we be living in? Don't forget to mention it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more science and mystery content.